3, 2, 1. Hi everybody, welcome to the Streamo. I'm Aunt Sidina. This is my Rimworld 100-year challenge, and we are at the ship launch site. We're going to get right into it. But hi, good morning. I've got one of my cats, Velcro, my old boy. He decided that the window was not for him today. So he is sitting at the side of my laptop, staring at my computer screen, wanting to know why mommy isn't petting him instead of touching her keyboard. So you guys hear disgruntled meowt, that would be my old boy, who is not happy that I'm not snuggling him as much as he wants me to snuggle him. And he has two sides of a chair and a lap to get into, and he still is just trying to eat my elbow. You don't have a brain cell in there, one, do you? No, you don't, you big old fat baby. He ain't got no brain cell. Brain cells are gone. They don't happen. We've been playing Core Keeper here lately. My sister had 2 days off, and we got 2 streams in, which is awesome. Not sure when my D&D started, and I spent most of my morning doing adult stuff, and then I got into, there's a server we're playing on, Chernobyl Plus, I think, Chernobus Plus. I honestly couldn't tell you. It's in my favorites, but I've been having a lot of fun on that server, and I went and got some stuff to sell to the merchants and managed to get enough stuff for our house that the server dev gave us, and my nice, awesome truck that the server dev also gave us, which is a lot of fun. Also, all right, those are already bad. Shoot. Okie dokie. So what we're going to do today, we're going to get the floors made from stone. We're going to go ahead and get everything hauled in. We're going to get some good furniture down. We're going to get some basic floors down. We're going to make a prison, and we're just going to get everything set up for long-term survivability. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. It's all the long terms. I'm sorry. I'm actually petting said cat that I said that I would not pet because he crawled into my lap. And now I've got him with his chin up in the air and his eyes closed and him just purring. You can't hear, he doesn't purr very loud. It's more like a subtle rumble. So it's not too bad. Let me go ahead and get my stream up on Twitch on my phone to make sure I got everything going. I got sound. All the tone. Yes, we got tone. We got sound. Get the chat up just in case somebody wants to chat today. Wild has been messaging and making comments in the YouTube. They're past the anomaly, so I can't wait till he sees what we do with the base. That's epic. We have a lone genius walking up. Where is said lone genius? It's over here. Murder unknown. What's your bio like? All right, so they're not a perfect pawn. They're not even a decent pawn. Then Ada. Yeah, an actual healing. Okay, that makes her worth yoinking. These guys are leaving, right? I can't control them now. Alright, so we're going to take these guys. We're going to draft them up. We're going to bring them down here, and we're going to... Do I have an open room for a prison cell? I do. We're going to set that for prisoners. We're going to try to turn them and see what we can get. Where'd they go? Oh, they're right there. Alright. Buddy. Get your claws out of my thigh, bud. Alright, well, we're going to have Lulu try to arrest them. It's a 60% chance. And then we're good. Okay, so we're going to draft all you guys. We're going to put them in. We're going to get them turned and burned. And then we're going to see what... Because I love getting people that have, like, the anomaly traits. And they're probably blind, which is okay. We'll work on all that. I just want to go ahead and get them to where we get some conversions going on. And then I've got to get snuggled up. Because it's 78 degrees, and evidently my body just decided that, oh, hey, you're fucking cold. So I'm going to take a quick minute to get the comfies. Because I can. And also, if you guys can hear my new chair squeak, I'm not fixing the squeak because I love the squeak. But if it gets on your guys' nerves, let me know and I'll adjust my noise suppressant again. Alright, you can undraft you. Let's get you stripped. Alright, so we want to haul. Alright, that'll help. I'll go ahead and go prisoner. I'll put you on converts. Make you a little bit uncomfortable, but you'll have food. Good deal. We are sitting at 436,000 units of kibble, but I want more. I am of the greedies, and I really want us to get up where it's close to 5 or even 600,000 on that. So that's exactly what we're going to do. Eventually, we'll have millions and millions of that, and I'm not that concerned about the stacks. We will adjust those if we need to, but we're going to go through that unbelievably quickly. So let's get the donkas. We're going to get everything that's not going to fight back, just so we can process more kibble. Sia, why do you have so much kibble? Because this is going to be a zoo. Every little bed you see up here, every little thing. I'm planning for the exceptionally long haul, and I also have a couple of ideas about where we're going to put. Excuse me. Just a little bit of that overflow. We're also going to remove these floors and redo them today because I've got to get that painted, but we are going to keep the color outline because I adore this burnt umber color. It's so fucking pretty. So pretty. I'll take all those up. I could just put the new flooring down, but it seems like it's just going to be a little bit easier on my pawns. It may be just in my head, but hey. Nothing wrong with listening to your head voices, as long as they don't tell you to murder people and or that God has chosen you as the chosen one. Trust me, God doesn't want any of us right now. It's fine. It's also silly, but I mean, I beat you. Look, I've got seat access everywhere. I'm about to get snuggled up, and the second I go get a blanket, they're gonna be fussing and fighting over who gets the good seat in my lap. I can guarantee that. So let's go ahead and get that started too. I may want a pillar too, possibly. The fact that I'm thinking about one means I need to just go grab one. But today, like most of the other days, we're going to be working on this area here. And I'm, for one, am really excited about this. We got to get a lot of stuff situated and done up, and we have a lot of room for expansion, which is fantastic. Ooh, excuse me, because we may actually need that expansion, depending on how long I intend to stay, how well everything goes. I just got to get my blankie within grabbable distance. And then I gotta turn off my nightlight. Yes, I sleep with a nightlight. Do not judge me. You try waking up at 3 o'clock in the morning having a damn panic attack and not knowing where the hell you're at because your brain's going, oh my God, you're still in your dream. Shush. Nightlights are awesome and amazing and wonderful. Pillow. Do I want my flat silky pillow? Or do I want my purple embroidered pillow? Purple embroidered pillow. Yes. Okay. And blankies where I can pull it up over my legs. Ooh. Sorry if you guys can hear the fan when I get close. That is an industrial strength fan because I don't have an AC in my room. And it gets fucking hot. I know I'm sitting here complaining about being chilly, but that's because I just got up and got moving around. Already had breakfast. That me and my cats have fought over because, of course, they wanted to know why Mom was eating sugar-free cookies for breakfast because I can. And also, they were about to get melty because it was going to be too hot to eat. Okay. All right. Yes, I sound like an old lady getting comfortable. Fuck off. That's what I'm supposed to sound like, damn it. All right, there we go. I told you guys once the second I got my blanket on, these guys are going to be fussing over who gets the comfy spot. Well, go Crow. Come on, buddy. I got to get this streaming. Good boy. All right, and scooch up just a smidge. Perfection. Nice and comfy. Alright, we're not going to look at the Dominus quests. Okay. As far as externals go, we're going to plan that later. Right now, comfort, and then we'll probably get to security day after tomorrow. Alright, so first things first, let's take a look and see what kind of bricks we have. Alright, we've got limestone and an equal amount of marble. The kiddos actually got their Frankenfurter computer to work, which is amazing. Do I have enough steel? I don't have enough steel to do the good floors except for anywhere in here. So let's go and get our ideology floor in. Our ideology room. We'll have it be disrespected for a short... Thank you, Velcro. I totally did not need to reselect that over and over and over and over and over again. Yeah, you a dick. That's fine. I keep saying I have a soft spot for assholes, which is true. But he's being exceptionally assholeo. Do not be an assholeo. So, as I'm talking, I got him like held up in the air, and he's just such a sweet little snuggly baby. He just lets me do whatever the hell I want to with him. Unless he can't see me and I touch his tail and then he jumps like he has no idea who's in the room with him, and it's a stranger about to eat his tail, which is fucking hilarious. But I cannot sit here and hold you all day. I know. I am the world's meanest mommy, I know. Alright, you can stay in my lap. Oh, you can stay in my lap. But he's not going to stay in my lap. At all. Oh, he's going to go try to attack my feet. Uh-oh. I'm in danger. I really legitimately needed to stop moving my feet there for a second. He was like, oh, hey. I know, why aren't those full? Epsilon. Because I have Epsilon on crafting. I want him on haul clean. I've got plenty of crafters. Just haul clean. So he should go. Okay, that's a higher priority setting. Alright, we can't have that. Storage. Critical. No wonder stuff wasn't getting done. Okay. Epsilon. Okay, so those are set to. Let's go ahead and select all of these. And that one there. We're going to go link settings, storage, priority, low. Okay, and alright, so let's take a look at storage. Raw food, meat and vegetarian, and animal products. Baby food, chocolate, hemorrhagin packs. I don't think we're going to be working with hay. And we'll put the mills somewhere else. Alright, and then Epsilon. We'll go fill hovers. Alright, good deal. Now, second thing I need to do is to clean my glasses, because evidently they are fucking disgusting. I keep falling asleep with my glasses on. I try to take them off, but half the time I'm either listening to something and trying to remember how to fuck to play Sudoku, or I'm just doom scrolling on YouTube Shorts, because I like to have that little bit of quiet time before I actually pass out. And it doesn't take long. Like if I'm tired and I put my head down, or if I lay down, I'm usually sleeping like 10 minutes. Minus, when I get a little bit of insomnia from my meds. That does happen. But fortunately, that seems to have been all done away with. And they're still working on all that down there, which is going to take a second. Kai's back. Oh, that's right. I've got a prisoner here. Conversion. Is everybody on Warden? No, but I need to put everybody on Warden. Warden 1. I also want to change that to, let's move, we need to put some people in here. I'm really glad that we moved that. We'll probably leave that as a barracks and just turn this into a really, really crowded recreation dining room. But we'll work on getting everything nice and pretty later. Looks like we are going to need to move that one. We're going to install that one there. Chris boy, would you mind? Never mind, Linda said, I got this bitch, Mom. Don't worry about it. Animal disease and plague on my cows. They should be fine over there. And then we really need to work on getting the rest of the power run now that the walls are in. Let's make sure the floors get finished first. I got my big honkin' mason-sized jar of tea, which I will try not to spill all over me today. I'm ready to get a good 3 hours in of playtime. I love playing with my sister. Sometimes she goes quiet and there's not really, because when you're streaming with somebody, banter is extremely important. And I was ready for our stream the other day because I had a bunch of questions I wanted to ask her. So by the time she gets home, she cooks, she goes her ass to bed. So we don't really have a good chance to talk a lot. I text her all the time. That's not the same as, having a conversation where I can go and threaten to tickle the fuck out of her. It's just sister things, right? So why is there an animer in... Well, you know what? Might as well tame it. Do I have anybody set to handle? I do. But how did you get in there, little mink? Oh, that's how. Alright, well, let's get all that hauled in. That's how that happened. And then we're still working on the cycloid plants. 25% grown, which is epic. We got to get, make sure we are making psychite tea. Do that now before I forget. Do forever. Details take to the stockpile. That should be okay. Alright, that's done. So let's get our power relays run. Looks like I started some of them, which is good. But I need to run the rest, which will be here to here. Up through here, and I'm keeping that top line where it's at. It should be okay. And I've got the ship powered, not connected to our things, and I need to also run that to there. Let's check and make sure our power relays are good. Everything's blocked in, and that's all 5, correct? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's make sure that they're all zoned for home. They are. Lovely, lovely. I did good. This also needs to be expanded for home. I think I'm a line short up here. I was. Okay. And then I want to do an area for, I'm going to rename this to inside home. I can spell, damn it, it's just my cat. And I'm absolutely blaming everything on my cat because I can't, because he doesn't understand the Englishes. Inside home. And we're going to make sure that Evan's epsilon stays inside home. Inside home. There we go. We'll watch the power be ran, and then once that's done, we'll get to the rest of the floors. I'm going to go ahead and do regular marble floors right now. On the outside, we'll go ahead and get the rest of that, and then we're going to wall everything in and go ahead and get the beginnings of some protection in. What am I going to do about walls? I don't really have anything very sturdy to build walls out of. I wish I had some uranium. I could probably find some or mine some up. It's only 5 units per wall, so it's not bad. But hi, everybody. Welcome to the stream. Welcome, welcome. Go there, go there. And of course, my cat sort of touched all of my things. Because they're cats, and that's what they do. Hey, buddy. You can come and lay down right here. Got plenty of room. All the room. You want to sit right there where my elbow goes so I can type comfortably. Yes, you do. Of course you do. You're a cat. Alright, it looks like the power is run. I need one more line there. Okay, and I do have some lights. I'm just going to put them on the bottom of the walls. And the walls come tumbling down, and the walls. Hey, I'm old. I'm allowed to like old shit. Talking to my sister yesterday, and it's like there's going to come a time where I don't understand what the fuck my nibblings or their nibblings are going to say. And that's okay. I can deal with that. That's fine. How are we doing for our heat-ons? Okay, but not great. So we definitely need one more heat-ons here. And then we are going to move our non-couples into there, move that guy over there, and get these rooms a little bit better as soon as we get the floors in, which is going to take just a hot minute because I want to make sure everything's split up first. Comfort, comfort, comfort. You're like, let's see ya. You know, they're just pawns. No, these are all either I recruited them for a very specific reason, but these are all my babies. They're mine. Yes, some of them are derpy as fuck, but that's fine. Again, my babies. Mine. Alright, and that should be everything decently well lit. Okay, so it looks like I've done something I'm not supposed to do there. So we're just going to delete that zone real quick. Let them put everything back in. Sometimes that happens. That happens a lot. You just gotta watch out for how you put that in, and I didn't realize I had that as normal. Roop. Sorry, Epsilon. That's gonna be a lot of work for you, bud. Alright, well, floors first. Let's start with the bedrooms. We're going to go ahead and we're going to do floors. We want to make this out of marble. We're going to go ahead and do marble tile and the brick. Sorry about that, Epsilon. Poor guy. And then we won't need these anymore. We'll build decent beds, and I've got most of my people. So let's take a look at our work schedules real quick. Make sure that everybody's on one there. Everybody needs to be on one doctor for the moment. I'll do what I can. Then on 4, and Evans can't doctor at all. Everybody can be taken off of childcare, which I could have done that a different way, but it's fine. We'll just take our time with the clickies. Everybody's set on warden. I've got 2 people on handle. That should be plenty. Martina and Brienne. Alright, so we're going to take them one at a time. Let's do it by name. Brienne. Let's take a look and see what her best skills are. She is exceptional at everything. She's one of my first children. She doesn't have all of the passions, but she has a fuck ton of them. So that's good. Anita was one of the ones that went off with the royalty ending. How do I have pregnant alpacas? I'm not supposed to have pregnant alpacas. All right, let's focus. Her mining skills at 12. We need a let's see who's the best at construction. That's going to be Zoya and Hush. Brienne's way down on that list, so we're going to make her, let's see, who's going to be my planty babies? Bree and Evans are going to be my planty babies. I'll put that on 2. That on 3. Art down. Craft 4. 4, 4, 4. Fish on 4. I'm going to go ahead and put everybody where we can fish. We have a lot of fishing tiles very close. Epsilon, you don't get to fish, baby. I'm sorry. Sorry, bud. You're still a housemaid. So we've got, she'll hunt. And she'll handle. Bree will handle. Hush will handle. Bree's only a 6. Put her at a 4. Make sure she doesn't have any skills that she doesn't have a passion in. And we'll put her to research 1. Everybody that's highlighted, we'll put on research 1. We're going to do another ground penetrating scanner. I don't think that helps, but again, I don't remember. All right, so who else is my planty babies? That's going to be Zoya and Brienne. So Zoya, construct 2. Oh, that was okay. Zoya doesn't have a passion there. She doesn't have a passion in growing and mining, but she's also not mine. 4 and 4s. They have good skills. Hush, I absolutely want him to craft and to research, so we'll put everything else to 4. Just in case he gets bored. You don't have to worry about childcare. But heal. Research 1. Call everything else, and everything else is out of 4. Evans is also a growy baby. That's all of her passions. Perfectly fine. Captain should be my main constructor, so I just want to make sure that Evans is on construct 4. Craft 4, art 4. So Evans is fine. She'll run that because we don't have a whole lot of people that'll do other things. Captain should be one of my best constructors. He's decent at an 11. So what? 13. 12. Because Epsilon will keep the interior nice and good. Nice and clean and pretty. So what do I have Captain on 1s for? Cook, hunt, construct. 2 on that. Let's put him 3 on mining and 4 on everything else. Moss is a construct 1. Want mine 2. Art 4. Hunt 1 because she's a hunt baby. Handle 4. So she'll construct and then she'll go mine. Captain. Is good on construction. Put him on for cooking. Martina is an excellent handler. We get her on handle 1, cook 1, hunt 1, construct. Let's take her off the construct. We're going to put her on arts. We'll put her on a 4 on everything else. See what she wants to do. And she's a decent constructor. Put her on construct 2. Epsilon is cleaning and hauling. Zan is on that, craft 2, plants 3. Take away his construct. He doesn't have a very good construct, so hunt, cook 1. He's very good at cooking. Put that at a 13. 4 on mine. 1. Chris can mine and art. He can't hunt because he's a bio baby. Alright, so we got everybody on things that need to be done. And we're slowly turning the floors into something that is pretty decent. And I think we have enough for some more. I also want to get a haul urgently in for some more things. Let's go. Wildlife, we got some caribou. I'm going to have to send them out for a hunt run. It's 1 p.m. because we have an eclipse. Let's go ahead and take everybody that's not a night-night baby. Let's take a look at our schedule. Binks is a night-night baby. Let's put her down here. So, Zoya to Lando. Make sure everybody has weapons. That's very importante. Hush. Lando. We do. Alright, so we're going to go get the Mega Sloths first. Then I need to redo the zone in here, because if I don't, we won't have anywhere to haul the damn animals at. Alright, so there, to there, to there, to there. Storage. No rotten corpses, animal corpses. And then animal corpses, and then we're going to allow all foods. I'll put that on the priority low, so I don't mess it up again. Oh, fear pods, we're not doing that one. Alright, so Martina, I want you to shoot the Mega Sloth. There we go. Revenged it. Perfect. Beautiful. Alright. There's our other Mega Sloth. Captain's got the... There we go. Beautiful. Want to get into everybody's range, and we'll do a haul urgently. And then, where are the stinky caribou? Arg. Me and Caribou have a bad relationship. They're back that way. Alright, we're going to put them there. And if we're careful, we won't manage to get the whole stack. But if we do, we do. Let me get everything comfortable because I'm still not comfy yet. Here we go. Now, let's go with Captain again. I want you to pop the longest range one. Alright, just a singular Caribou Revenge, which is great because they'll die. Don't know if moose attack. Moose do attack. Beautiful. Wait till everybody's in range. I'll attack the Caribou first. That is a full-on Caribou Revenge, so we're going to drop down a turret. We're going to... Who else has got a turret? Who else has got a turret? That's fine. Does anybody have any spells? No, they don't. That's fine. We'll move these two back. Give us a little bit more time to get everybody moved. And we're still got heavy armor on most of my people. Let's attack that guy. Beautiful. Where'd that moose go? That's most of everybody, and it revenge, so it should come right to us. Alright, what else do we have that can potentially hurt us? A badger, a moose, and a mega sloth. All those are up this way. There's the mega sloth. You guys okay other than a couple of bruises? Yeah. And 7 p.m. we got enough time to continue to hunt. And then we'll put hunt orders out for everything else. I just want to get all of the ones that could potentially ruin our day done in one fell swoop. Yeah, I didn't really think you had much of a chance, buddy. Moose is up that way. But I do like to play DayZ, sometimes alone, so that way I just know that I'm not, you know, just mucking up, and I have a chance to practice without, you know, being laughed at. I love my friends, and laughter is an excellent part of the learning process. But I just want to go and practice. I just want to go and see what I can do by myself, which is good. Because I do get that practice, and I do get a little bit, you know, more secure about the skills. Because first-person shooters are definitely not my original jam. Beautiful. Wildlife, and it looks like we got a warg on the map and some crows. But I think we're okay. Where's that warg at? All the way across the map, it's 11 p.m. I'm going to go ahead and undraft my people. And then we're going to take that off of the warg. We're going to try to tame it instead. Got some good tamers. And a battle warg is not a bad idea. What are these guys? Just got some visitors, some trading power. Let's go with Zan. Zan's all better. Alright, we got some components. We've got 180 components left, so I don't really need those. Oh, hey! Hello, DJ Crumble and crew. Welcome to the stream. We're getting some trading in to see if I need anything. I'll go and grab those medicines for damn sure. What else? We can sell that. Everything else looks good. But hello. Welcome to the stream. It's my Rimworld 100-year challenge. And it's a lot of fun. Yay! Raiders! Also, I need to go ahead and tell them to get the fuck off my map. I love you guys, but yet. Oh, I can't. They're visitors. Okay. Oh, let me show you guys around. This is our ship launch map. I've got goals and rules. It's a 100-year challenge. I'm currently in year 52, just about to be in year 53. And this is one of my ending goals right here. We're doing the actual ship launch. I'm just getting all my infrastructure in place. Let me introduce you guys to my tasty mountain home. This is my prime base. This base took 30 years to make, and I love it. It's one of the best things since sliced bread, and I did a really excellent job on this. I've got 4 quadrants. I've got, let's take a look. We've got stasis over here, and that's my primary storage. I've got Kairos over here, which is the throne room, main dining room, ideology room, and main recreation room. I've got individual bedrooms. I've got guest barracks. I've got housemaid barracks down here. I've got my fleet of 15 transport ships, and these 3 right here are my shrines to the ones that I've already beat. The foot is for anomaly because I stomped the hell out of it, and my friends insisted I put a foot in this base. EA for friends. This one is the royalty ending one that right there that I've got to get in there and evidently get that mined out. I didn't realize I had steel over there. Stasis is all of the construction. One of my nugget farms. I have 2 of them. Main food, main storage, main freezer, main fabrication, main art. It's got my cows and my fungus growing, and then we got the outside fields here. Upstairs we have Aeon, which is right here, and then we have Kronos, which is here. Aeon is our prison where we keep our employed biological providers. Where my mad scientific laboratory is, additional bedrooms, and additional very nice recreation room. I've got some interior grow areas. I have a talent farm where I keep interesting individuals and people. I've got a smoke leaf. This is the SS Velcro. This is my puddle jumper ship. We're going to be making our grand ship. This will be turned into the SS Beerus, which is going to be my main frigate. Over here in Kronos, we have where our mechanators stay. We have our Singiphage area. We have our mechanator complex here. We have another mid-level dining room, recreation room, our main hospital, our operational theater, our storage here. My secondary nugget bay, and I have a little bit of expansion areas up here. This is my prime base. This is Timekeeper's Dynasty. It's pretty fucking awesome, yeah? Then, oh, of course my stream manager dropped the second I did that. Alright, there we go. And then we have my secondary base, which is fully functional. This is fully operational. I only have to check in on everybody in case something goes wrong or we have a medical emergency, but this runs without my interference at all. It's not the most efficient it could be, but it is very effective at running itself. This base over here, this is the menagerie. This is where I'm planning on keeping my zoo. And at the moment, I'm working on getting 500,000 units of kibble because the maths on keeping 219 animals is fucking insane. So I'm building up a stockpile. I've got plans to put them in cryptosleep cabinets if I don't want babies everywhere, so the males will probably go into storage while the females get the run of the place. And hush, this really didn't seem to work. But this is a menagerie. This is broken down very, very simply. It has one central structure. This is where everybody sleeps. It's where they eat. It's where they have fun. It's the main storage. It's everything. I have one additional fabrication area, which is up here. I have 8 fabricators, one for each of the butcher tables to make said kibble. I've got main kitchen. I have areas for housing the animals. This side over here is the roratorium where all the meat eaters go. This side over here is the herbivorium where all the plant eaters go. Outside, this is my main barn right here. This is where we're keeping 3 animals at the moment. We're keeping cows, geese, and lizards. The lizards I'll slowly phase out once I get all the beds done because the beds are being made out of lizard skin. And right now they're just chilling. Out here is the conservatory. This is where animals that get along together can go outside and rest. Who needs rescue? Nico. What did you guys fight about now? Nico compared Cubert to a porcupine. This drove Cubert into a rage and he began to fight. No, you can't call people porcupines, baby. You're going to get your ass beat. Which is exactly what happened. Is anybody going to pick you up? Cubert. Dawn. Rescue Nico. I swear, my people fight at the drop of a hat. Back to the menagerie. This is where the conservatory is. This is where the outside animals go. And then down here is going to be our aviary. So our aviary is where we keep the birds. The birds go down here. The birds are going to be an issue as long as I just got to make sure I don't have any boys. That's most important. I don't have any boys. I also have a fleet of 15 transport ships over here. The power is solar and wind power. And this base is also fully functional, fully automatic, fully operational. I only have to check in on everybody every once in a blue moon. Which is good because I've got shit to do over here. I also have 2 Underdarks. Go ahead and show you those real quick. This is the prime one under Tasty Mountain Home. This is where all of our children are reared. It's also one of my best areas to get for... Oh, you guys are not hauling stuff. Work. Alright, why aren't you guys hauling things? Because you guys are set to 1s on everything. Alright, let's fix that. And then... Fun. Oh, are you out of... Oh, we're out of components here. That would be why. 2 seconds while I fix that. Super duper quick. Alright, over here. Generate stockpile items, components. Let's send down 100 just so we don't have to do that for too much longer. And then Xander, you're running props, bud. But all of my pregnant mamas go into these Underdarks and they stay in the Underdarks until the children are at least old enough to be running around. Most of the time they're in there long enough for them to be adults. This is also my other one. This one also, same thing. Fully automated, you know, everything's good. And yeah, no, but those are my bases. We just started the ship launch run in year 50. And I did that. I took a regular old caravan and I ran through it. And we're halfway. through my challenge, which I'm super fucking excited about. All the excited. But welcome. Hope you guys stay around. Hope you guys give me a follow and come and check up on me every once in a blue moon. I stream daily, Monday through Thursday. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday are a toss-up. Not only because I don't know what my family is working, but it's also my time to take a day off because during the week I'm looking for work and I'm streaming and just being a silly goofy goober. All right, it's 8 p.m. the next day. We got some light rain. We'll go ahead and put the orders down for the rest of the floors, starting with our storage area. How are we doing on marble Berkham's? Not bad, but I do want more marble. So let's do a thing. Let's find, I think that's limestone. That's marble. I'm going to go right click, select things on map, 200 chunkums. We're going to go ahead and get them to haul all those in. It seems mean to make them go and run and do all that, but it looks like they're up there that way, so it should be okay. I'm also going to add a zone, stockpile zone, put a stockpile zone here, and a stockpile zone here. I'm going to set these for chunks. Critical, go, chunks, copy, paste settings, because from there I can shorten it down and they'll be able to run these in faster than all the way from out there to out there, so it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Let's go fours. I'm just going to go ahead and, since this is inside, we're just going to go ahead and have them, oh, not you. We'll go have them tear that up and do it over. Got some gut worms going on. Yes. Solaire, I thought you were all immune. Let me take a look at your bio. Perfect immunity. Sorcia's immune. Solaire is not. Okay. Are you ready to implant your xenogerms? Oh, you are. Lovely. Okay, so we're going to have Solaire implant Sorcia. Sorcia implant Solaire. Where's Solaire at? She's there. Yeah, I have xenoderms for my guys. I'll show you guys in just a hot minute. I have 4 types of custom xenoderms, and they're vanilla. So, unfortunately, I don't have any of the real cool ones. But the first one I have is my perfect bonded Singiphages. They're awesome. I have them put to this. Everything is Singiphages, but they have psychic bonding because I got tired of them breaking up. The regular xenogerms bio Centurion version 2. They've got perfect immunity, gene implanter, archite metabolism, fast runner, cold weakness, heat tolerant, tox immunity, psychite impervious, reduced pain, very unattractive, slow, steady, poor animals, and awful intellectual, because all of my research is done. Yes. Do I need to get a holiday in here? Probably. What does haul urgently? Beautiful. Go back to the menagerie. Oh, yes. I don't have to worry about my guys here so much. We'll just have that tag that, somebody went fucky. Sandstone meteorite. Where? Get that. Oh, you bastard. Alright, so we'll get that mined out. Well, I have a rhinoceri. I'm supposed to have a rhinoceri. Oh, I do have a rhinoceri. Well, let's take care of that. That fennec fox can stay. Colonist needs rescue. Okay, that's taken care of. Be good. I've also got to go and fix this area here. Let's see. Floors. That was steel tile here. Here and... Yep. So we'll get that fixed, and then that is slate flagstone. Get those there, and there, and there, and there, and there. So that'll fix that. We got a Boomalip revenge. Oh, I marked the boomies for fighting. That's okay. Well, I don't think we're going to get any meat out of those boomalopes, unfortunately, but that's the way that works. And cancel and just disallow those. Yorick, buddy, not a good area for you to be, bud. I know that you're fireproof on this, but... Alright, we've got a Muffler Revenge up there. Echan. We're going to move you back. Francis, we're going to move you back. Yorick, we're going to bring you to the front. Go, Francis! Run, baby, run! Run, baby, run! Run for your life! Go, go, go! Get him, Yorick! Oh, B10 doesn't have a weapon. Damn it. You're a shitty baby. Undraft you. I could have sworn I gave you a weapon. Is that your weapon that was up there that we held in? Probably. Shitty baby, shitty baby, shitty babies. Let's see. Yeah, you can get a charge lance. Beautiful. This is fine. That's going to explode. Boom, boom. All good though. Select this guy. Make sure those all get hauled in. Raids are awesome. I need to go follow DJ so that way I can go see what he's doing, and that way I can raid him back in return. A bit of Bison Revenge. That's why we're not back at our other map, because I know what's going on. I know what's happening. We're going to get a couple of those here for a while. Benjamin's has got that. And it also helps that most of my Twitch and YouTube followers are going to be on this map, so that way I know where my babies are at all times. Looks like that's going extremely well. Alright, let's go back over here, see how we're doing on floors. We're actually doing pretty good. And we've just got a few people that are hauling stuff urgently, which is fine. And then we'll get those to stack smaller and smaller and smaller, and then we'll just bring them all in at one time. That's going to take a hot minute. A lot of these builds do take quite a long time to get done because I'm very particular about my builds, and then there's various reasons for them. But we can also go ahead and figure out what we want to do about that 67 salmon there. That's 314 salmon down here. That's within base range. I'm okay with walling that in and bringing that as part of our base. It's going to be a little funky of a base, but that should be fine. Bison Revenge, and if they land there, they'll only have one way to come in and out. We'll make sure that we put the ups up there going into the kill trap, kill box. That's going to be over here for the Bison Revenge. Don't think I have to worry. Everybody's all done up, and we'll just coagulate Lisa while we got a spare minute. There we go. Nala, you can haul a bison. Listman, you can haul a bison. Lisa's getting healed up, so I don't want her to haul anything. She can go and rest. But I think that's all the wildlife that can potentially hurt us. Maybe. Got some emus and some ostriches out there. We've got one muffalo left that's slowly dying to death. Yeah, they'll be dead very soon. Now, that should be done. We just need to fix the paint. Paint the floor. I see a gray floor and I want it painted black. Because yes. You guys are not... Oh, they are supposed to be out there. My guys. And there it goes. That's the last one that hurt us. Now the fire is contained. I'm actually okay with that. That'll give us a good secondary source of food. But if I wall it off, does that mean that I don't get all the fish-ons? And 67 fish isn't really an excellent number either. We have more of a probability of getting fishes down here because that's 341. And I could have them fish from here and here. Let's do that. First of all, we're going to get some structure down here. I know I'm going a little bit out of order, but put a structure there, and a structure there, and a structure there, and a structure there, and a structure there to be safe. Then we're going to mine all that out. Nico, what is wrong with you, pumpkin? Oh, you're probably out of tea and food. Oh, you poor baby. Okay, we're gonna do this. We're gonna give you tea. Operations. We can do better than tea. Let's get him all pimped out. Let's make sure we unpause that, because now I can put him to good rest immediately. And then my ER bot should go and give him food. Nope. He said, fuck your shit. Of course he did. Wicked, can I get you to feed Nico? And then we're going to give him some goodies. Let's take a look and see what we've got. Thank you, autosave. We're going to anesthetize him. We're going to give them an Architect arm, left shoulder. We're going to give him a architect bionic leg. That'll be right leg. Let's give them an aesthetic shaper and see what else we can do. Circadian assistant. Toxified kidney, right kidney. He's going to have those other ones. Let's install a coagulator and a healing enhancer and a love enhancer. And that should be all he needs. That should give him the max. I have to get bionics on everybody because everybody were said we love bionics, which is great. And the neurocalculator is good, and the half cycler, everything's fine. Yep. We got another year before we can infect more people, and I don't think I have enough archite capsules to make another one. But that's fine. We're gonna be working on that later. This, though, I have to fix now, so we're just gonna go ahead and make sure that gets mined out. And we also have to repaint these orders. Paint building. We're gonna grab the paint color and go right there. And I think we'll have to redo a little bit of floor. And I also want to change the flooring color here. So let's go with paint floor. I want this to pop more. Let's go with the blue. Golden blue. Royalty just strikes me as a blue color. Normally I would say purple, but in this instance, that golden blue should look a whole lot better. And then we'll leave the interior. I think I have that as black, but let's go blue. We'll go a lighter blue. We'll undo that. Paint floor. Let's go with a lighter. I don't know. Maybe that's subtle blue. Let's go that subtle blue. And I got one more floor to put down. I think those are. What are you? Fine marble tile. Yes, that's gonna be a lot better. I have these forbidden so that way they can't reach in there and grab my Solaric crown, which is very importante. I stole that fair and square off the guy's head. Yes, fair and square. Using dev mode because he wouldn't drop it. Like a douche. Alright, so that's going to take a couple of hot minutes to do. And I'm going to go ahead and reforbid this door. We will berserk on murder. Okay. You decided to do that in Jasmine's presence. That's not a good thing to do, baby. Jasmine, you know what to do. She's got her. We're going to go health. We're going to go ahead and take care of a couple of things. Oh, you gotta take him back to bed, honey. All right, so we're gonna do a couple of things that need to be done for their own good, because they just lost leg privileges. And you'll see what I mean here in just a minute. But I also want my best healer on that second part. So let's see who my best doctor is here. That'll be Ryan at a 13. Ryan and prioritize operating. And he can also, we're going to, I don't have word of trust on him yet. We will. Ryan, what the fuck are you doing, bud? You gotta do things, buddy. Ooh, I've got 2 tiles that aren't painted. That is no bueno. I'm gonna grab the paint color. I think that's a light gray. So that way the iris is nice and dark and it gives a beautiful contrast to our iris out here. All right, Ryan. Yep, you are already installing the other peg leg. You are the best. Oh. Rah. I don't sound like a cat when I yawn. I just sound like me yawning. Okay, maybe it sounds a little bit like a cat now that I think of it, but I don't do it on purpose. And the fact that anything I do is normal, I reject. No normal for me. All the weird. All right, so we got a major break risk. That's going to be on Nico again, baby. I'm pretty sure we're going to knock you out again. And we're going to give you some goodies. Okay, you're going to feel fantastic. We're going to anesthetize you. We're going to give you a smoke leaf joint. We're going to give you one of them. We're going to give you a beer. We're going to give you some ambrosia. And you're going to be perfectly fine. Who's down by the T? Time's down by the T. Time can do it. Time, I would like for you to operate on Nico. But thank you guys for coming in rating. I really appreciate that. That's freaking awesome. Got a starvation. Oh, because we're completely out of power, aren't we? Alright. Well, where's all of our chem fuel? Nobody's making chem fuel. Why? Did I not do a chem fuel generator? Oh, no, I know I have one. I do. Right there, and it's been out of power for forever. Legitimate. Alright, so we're going to do this super quick. We're going to go here. We're going to load up our housemaids. Let's go, all of you guys. And then we're going to send down a good bit of chem fuel. Let's send down 5,000 units. Accept. And they'll go do that immediately. And then our 2 housemaids down there are, let's see, Alpha and Delta. Because Delta tamed her Alpha Thrombo and she absolutely gets to live the rest of her life in the lap of luxury. Alright, so they should be coming now with a little bit of chem fuel. Alright, eat them. We just dropped chem fuel. Kappa. Oh, Kappa's down. Kappa's down here. Did you guys bring the chem fuel? We brought some chem fuel, but it's not nearly enough. Eat them. And then craft, art 2. You guys don't do any hunting down here. Put that on 2. 2. Don't need anybody candling down here. So Edom's gonna go run and do that super quick. It's not gonna be enough. Should be enough to get us restarted though. Yes, you can. Edom, we have chem fuel. I think we're going to suspend our block making just for a bit. We have an ungodly amount in here. Let's see what we've got. 65,000 units. Yeah, I think we're going to be okay. Alright, so Delta and them, that's fine. Everybody else is running. I wonder why everybody else wasn't hauling things. Let's make sure the crafting is set to a 1. That should be the only crafting that we've got to do. And Kiki's already on it. Amazing. Alright, we've got a Festivus to do, so we're going to do that right now. Yes, we are. I don't want to draft my housemaids. They are working on things, so unfortunately they're going to have to skip this Festivus. And I'm absolutely okay with the backup of art here. We're gonna go take care of that very shortly. And then while they're getting settled, I want to go ahead and nope, they're still working on that. So we gotta wait. Murder is gonna be a fantastic either colonist or housemaid. I haven't made up my mind yet. Alright, and since Lulu's not here, we're going to have Wicked do the honors. Begin Golden Day Festivus. You don't get to go. Kappa, you don't get to go. And begin. Our leader's not present, so that's going to be a little bit suboptimal, but it's fine. Lulu's at our other one. And then after this, we're going to go take a very short break because I've definitely been on here for longer than an hour. Jump to location. God, that's not the best use of your time, honey. It's really not the best use of your time. Window. Capture Ka. And then let's go check on our Festivus. But the 2nd of April, May, 5600. That's our golden day. That's our golden time. If I make it to there, then I've done my challenge. That's it. I will have one of the things that I've wanted ever since I've started this game. And then I have an idea, thanks to Cages, for another series to go on top of it, which may last longer than 100 years. And I am so excited about that one. I could roll them together, but I'm not going to because I have a sneaky suspicion that we're about to get another DLC in October. Because that's how it usually works. It's every other year. So we're going to sit here and we're going to go back here and we're going to go ahead and get some more orders in because I'm going to be a couple of minutes. I've got to go get tea. I've also got to go check on my mom because I can hear that she's awake. Also want sterilized tile in here. We don't have enough silver for it yet, but we will. So that's going to be perfectly fine. Go and get that order in so that way I know what we're doing. Then we're going to go ahead and do some more marble tile, and we're going to go from here to here to here to here. And that gets our tile in. Now, it's also very gray and very bland. We are going to spice this up with a little bit of color, but that's going to be until I get, you know, stuff like furniture and everything in. Also, our warg is tamed. Lovely. I will be right back. You guys hang on tight, and I will be back in just a few minutes. Cats are in charge of the mic, so if you guys hear any fussing, they've been fed. Ignore them. But I'm going to be gone about 2 or 3 minutes. Be right back. Sorry about the dead air on that, people. My mom just got up and I had to make sure she had tea, and I wanted to talk with her and chat with her, see how her night went. She had a heart catheterization last week. Fortunately, they didn't find anything new. Fan-fucking-tastic. So that's great. But I go a little feral over my mama. So I was just checking. All right, so we got some bulk goods. Got a party. I think we're only going to work with these that are over here. Zoya is my tradie baby. Go there. And then we're going to go check on Murder because she's had a berserk again. Which means... Oh, Nala's got her. Nala's got her. But we also have to take off the legumes. So we're going to go health. We're going to go anesthetize. We're going to remove said legumes. Because she has lost leg privileges. First, do we want ducks? I don't know that we want ducks. We don't want ducks. We've got plenty of food. We've got some good amount of rice. Not nearly enough. Let's grab some Nutrimine because they're going to need those. Components are still good. Let's grab some extra cloth while we got a little bit of extra money. We're going to go... I'm going to sell everything off except the elephant leather and see what we can do for some more money. Still we're good on. We can buy a little bit of dye. That's only going to do 16 tiles, but we'll buy just a smidge. And then maybe another book. Mega Scarab's Dream. In this mediocre narrative, the unnamed poet sheds light on her adventures as a pirate in the past. It's somewhat humorous from time to time, but the world is unoriginal and dull. Sometimes you just want unoriginal and dull. You don't have to think about shit like 16 million different times about, oh, what is the meaning behind this? But sometimes you just want good, old-fashioned fuck about fuckery. Also, my Twitch stream closed on my phone. Did I probably did that. I did that when I went to go check on stuff. There we go. Chat is back up. And it looks like, the moment, squad, won't pull it heavy to your next stream. Add me on Discord. I'm pretty sure that's a bot. I don't know why bots love my channel so much. I have never fallen for bottoms, but... I probably said that wrong. As a matter of fact, I know I said that wrong. Fuck. Arrgh. It's fine. It's fine. Stop laughing. No bad. Alright, so we got a little bit of money. We got a little bit of stuff. We sold off a little bit of our other things. So I think we're good. Alright. Murder. We already took care of that. But we're going to go ahead and make sure that we remove them, peg them, legumes. And then we're going to get Ryan to do all that. And then we're going to coagulate so they don't bleed out. And yeah. Then we got to go check on our other Underdark. And then we got to get more stuff done. Ryan, you are in charge of... Let's coagulate you. And then... Operation. Oh, that's blood. That's supposed to be Sorsha's throne. Because she's already an Archon, so I can move that. Now, Murder can no longer do anything because we're taking their legs. We will give them more legs, better legs later, depending on what I want to do with them in the future. But for right now, you don't get no legumes. No legumes for you. So that means that, yeah, they're just going to lay there until they get turned and converted. Prisoner. social, and that's going to take a good long bit, which is the reason why these guys are so good to have as pawns, because it takes forever, and they're almost a perfect pawn. Now, let's go over here. I don't think I have any more prisoners up in here. I think I went ahead and took care of all of them. And let's go ahead and go over here, and let's make sure that Har gets her monthly injection of Psychite T. And everything's going relatively good here. Let's go check and see if... Yeah, so now they're starting to make chem fuel again. It's just they ran out of components and they couldn't do anything else. So Alpha and Delta, everybody else can exit. Let's see. We'll get this hauled urgently. And then I did want Delta to do handling, because I don't want her to lose out on all of her animal stuff. And we do have Mega Scarabs running around down here, which I absolutely don't mind. Mega Scarabs are adorable. Now that everything's open, we should get everybody to start cleaning up. And it should be a little bit easier to do all those things. I also want to go ahead and forbid these doors here. I know that I originally said that as an airlock, but it's going to be a long way around that way to get through there, and I want a one way in, one way out kind of situation here. So we're just going to forbid those doors for the moment. Temperature did get a little higher than I like in here, but we don't have any anything in here anymore that'll do that. Clean the storeroom. Clean the workshop, clean this room, clean the dining room, clean the laboratory, clean this room, and then we're going to get Alpha to clean the barracks, clean the classroom, clean Bones barracks. Bun, why are you in there and not in a good bed? Let's go reassign. And then Alpha can clean the bedroom, clean this room, clean that room, clean this room, clean the workshop, and then we'll work on everything else later. Now, the Mega Scarabs. Where do I have those set? Let me take a look at my animals. Let's put them in the fields of gerbils, just so that way they're in there and they don't get too messy. We've only got 2 down here, just for them to just hang out and for Delta to have something to snuggle. Alright, let's go check back here, see how everything's going. Everything's looking good. I did have enough. We're going to clean the kitchen, and then we're going to clean this room too. And then Bree, I want you to clean this room. Zan, I want you to clean this room. Epsilon, I want you to clean that room. Martina, I want you to clean the bedrooms. And then we're going to right, those are good. And they're still working on this here and that there, which is going to take a hot minute. Now, all of the marble has been hauled, which is lovely. So what we're going to do, I'm going to have Chris merge. And then we're going to delete the cell. And we're going to have him haul that urgently in a few minutes. All right, Chris, I'm not done with you yet, buddy. delete this one. We're not going to haul urgently on that just yet. Alright. We are going to delete this now. Haul urgently. It says haul in marble chunkums. And then haul urgently on that one. And that should get us enough to finish those floors. And our little mink friend. Let's go for animals. We're going to put them... Make another zone, just super quick. New area. We're going to name it greenhouses. Okay, going to get that situated zone. Greenhouses. We're going to go from the interior to interior. Right there. Animals, mink, greenhouse. Go ahead and kill that one, and then the warg. I think the warg will be fine. He just needs a place to sleep. Culture. Go with elephant leather animal bed. We're going to put it right there in front of the fire. Because wargs are awesome. Alright, so Ka here. I need a word of trust. Does anybody have word of trust? Don't think so. Word of trust actually helps a lot. Burden. Zan can learn word of trust if we can get one. Okay. Also, these need to be refueled. We also need a little bit of wood and all this down here hauled. Alright, so one of the first things that we're going to do for comfort, we're going to get a bookshelf. Let's make it out of... What do we have? We've got a little bit of marble left, so let's go with marble. Bookshelf, a 1x1 bookshelf. Small bookcase, marble bookcase. We're going to put that probably right here. We're going to move that shelf right there. And then we're going to rearrange this in here. Captain, clean the dining room, please. Got a little bit of dirt left. Epsilon, clean room, and then clean your bedroom. Got a couple of rare thrumbies. If that's here, I do want to hunt them. They're here. Lovely. All right, so let's take my daytime babies. I'm going to draft them up, and we're going to insanity lance. Maybe one of them. Let's see. Is it Captain that has the... Yes. You ran instead. Okay. We can handle that. Alright, so let's go Insanity Lance 2. Alright, so let's see who you're going to attack. Alright, you're going to attack your buddy. That's fine. Go attack your buddy. Got some thrombo on thrombo. And it's only fair. There we go. Because you're already hurt. Okay, we got one jump. That is going to be a boat ton of food for our colony. Lovely. Now, I do also want to go ahead and get all the spawns since we got supports up. Because I do believe we can leave a little fishing hole open for my guys. We'll have to see if that counts as the whole area. Yep, 341. Beautiful. Alright, we have a couple of undignified bedrooms. That's fine. We're going to... who's undignified? Sorsha. Sorsha? Oh, because we need a piano. That's fine. We can make us a piano. Bills, make a piano. Piano, piano, piano. We also need to make an array headset. Go ahead and do that. Oh, we've already got that done. Details. Okay, that's good. So, no piano there. Is it the other one? Or did I overlook it? Piano, piano, piano. I think it is the other one that I don't have up yet. Production. Machining table. Electric smithing. That's the one. Her room impressiveness is bad. That's okay. We can fix that. Do I have an art bench up yet? I do not. Oh, I did have one. Dang it. Deconstruct that. Go bills. Thought I had one. Like a piano. And we're going to put an art bench there. I do have some people that will art over here. And we need to start adding art. Edom is getting hypothermia. Edom, oh, because he's probably out of all his gear. He's probably running around naked. The last mate, get out of there too. I'm going to watch as Edom goes and gets on some armor. Kiki and Bun need armor as well. Edom, Kiki, and Bun. We just want to make sure they go and get suited up. Alright, they should go immediately for gear. Kiki. Gear. Alright, I would like for you to come and wear some good stuff. Button down. Breeches. Hey, thanks, DK. Yeah, I was pretty sure that they were bottoms, but I didn't know. Alright, so Edam's getting geared up. Gear. Alright, so he's geared. What are you grabbing? Alright, Edam's ready to go back downstairs. Let's check on Kiki. Kiki, I don't want you sleeping, baby. I want you in gear. Let's go. Good gear. Good cataphract. And...
Morning.
Hi, good morning. Morning. I was getting a couple of my people geared up and geared out. I didn't notice that my people in my mole were starving, so I got them all fixed up. Alright, you need brooches. I want you to wear the brooches. Alright, she's all set. So let's put it back downstairs, and then we'll check on a bun. Bun is geared up again, so you can guys go down there too. Lovely. Good. And that Met cluster is still asleep. I'll take it. Alright. Mad Raccoon. I don't think we have to worry about that. Pretty absolutely sure I don't have to worry about that Mad Raccoon. So everybody's back downstairs. Let me double check. You ain't your stockpile. And haul that urgently. Yep, Kiki and Edam are already back, and Bun should be back in just a hot minute. I bet we're getting... Time is paused, and it's again unpaused. Okay, good. Alrighty, so what can we do? I think eating a donut for breakfast, don't attempt the milk in the fridge, it's bad. I have milk in my fridge, bud. Yeah. I have all the milk in my fridge. You're more than welcome to help yourself to some. And it's the good lactose-free kind too. So if I want to keep access to fishing and be safe about it, I probably just need to have diagonal corridors there and there, and then make sure they're routed through the top. You don't want milk now? It's fine. No, I get that. I totally get that. Yeah, there's like a ton of fishing spots here. So I think that I think they're allowed to fish in the whole thing if I'm allowing them to. Let's see. Zone. Fishing zone. Create a new fishing zone. Let's just go to here. I want them close to home. Alright, so let's see how many fish. Yep. 351 fish. Healthy population. We got a quest, the hunt for Tamoli. Who is that? Another fuel optimizer. We're going to accept that at the very last minute because I need more fuel optimizers. I think you can have 4 per ship. And taking our time with that sounds like a great way to spend our day. And then that fish is... The fishing population there is low. So we'll turn that on once the fish. But that one is 300 and some odd. We'll definitely get that one. Okay, so let's see. Comfort items, which means we need to start building beds. Let's do that in the hallways so that way I can check and see how good the thingies are. So let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. All right, one's good. I want excellent or better, people. That is a masterwork. I'll go ahead and uninstall that one. Who did that? Lando. Good job, buddy. That's an excellent. We'll uninstall that one. That's an excellent. We'll uninstall that one. That's a good. That gets deconstructed. That one's excellent. That one gets uninstalled. That one's a normal one. That one gets deconstructed. That one gets deconstructed. So we have 3 4 good beds. Good. All right. So the first thing that we're going to do is that Zan is very particular about his beds, and I don't have any gold left at all, which is okay. So we'll just give him a good bedroom. I believe we're going to go ahead and do this one up here as I could turn that into the good room because that will definitely, but then I don't have any room for anybody else to sleep over. And making a barracks impressive is a whole lot easier than making anything else impressive. What about your social? Have you turned? Nope. You're set to convert, pumpkin. You gotta convert. Inspire creativity on Kiki. That's good. Also, why there still animals? Oh, that's my meek. Never mind. That's my animal. Alright. Deep drilling is exhausted. We're going to reinstall that. Is there another steel that is close to a power? That's uranium. That's uranium. You know, I think we're going to get the uranium. Let's see. Maybe have there. Reinstall. Yeah, let's get the uranium. I really would like our outer walls to be made of something a little bit more durable. Go ahead and get that done. And let's go ahead and plan. Let's get our plans in. So our power supplies are going to be absolutely, you know, in danger. That's fine. I'm not planning on making this a mega base. Let's go ahead and delete that zone because I'm going to have to wall over it. We'll keep this wall out. What do I want? I don't want to clip into the lake here because that is a really good... And look, everybody's already fishing. That's fantastic. Let's take a look at our wildlife too. Well, I've got a hot second. We'll get some hunt orders in while we're doing that. Alright, so we're going to need steel for reinforced floors here. I want at least a 4 wide thick wall. So let's go ahead and get this planned out. And then we're going to take a look and see what we've got for... Because we can always put doors down here to close that off, and that's perfectly fine. So we're going to do some planning. We're going to make that in red, and we're going to go ahead and plan that as a 4 wide. Perfect. All right, we're going to run this up here. At least one of our guys will be protected. That's 4 wide. Good there. 3, 4. I'll go 4 wide here. We want a good bit of extra room for activities. Let's go another 4 wide down here. And we'll see how far we go out. Because I don't... It's a little far, but that's fine. I do need some room in here for expansion and growth. It's very blocky. It's very square, but that's okay because this isn't a base that we're going to keep. Now, for our kill box, I want a straight line to the ship. It seems fucky to put a straight line to the ship, but I want a straight line to the ship with open corridors. So we're going to have that at least. Let's make it 9 wide. So 2 9s is 18. 19 will give us an odd number. That's perfect. I want that way open. So we're going to go 4 walls wide again on the outside. And we go 4 walls wide again over here. Alright, so that should be a pretty good kill box area. Alright, the first part is going to be a no door trap corridor. The second part is going to have my guys here and all of our turrets and uraniums. Now, I do need to put turrets in every corner to give us time to take care of business when shit happens, and shit will happen. So we're going to go ahead and bridge up over here. We're going to seal up where the wall is going to be. And then we're going to do the terrain affordance just to make sure I didn't miss anything. That is not terrain affordance. There's my terrain affordance. And that is that and that. Okay. So it's only in the one area. It's going to look like a funky offset bottle, but that's fine. You know, we're going to make it as comfortable as I can for my pawns. We're going to start making pemmican here very shortly, so that way we have emergency rations. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to get the heavy bridges down where they need to go. And that will support all of the weight we need it to support right in there. Then we're going to go in with regular bridges on the interior. It is a fire risk. I know that, but that's going to be okay. Trust me, we'll get it. Don't you worry about a thing. Alright, we also want to make sure we put security doors here. We're going to have 4 wide security doors. And I need other things before we can do those. And I also can't get rid of that roof. But that gives us a way to get down here to our fishing holes, which is really important. I may also wall this off so that way they only have 1 fishing spot to go to. But that's a little redonkulous because we'll have to wall off this whole thing. So it's not feasible. I would like to, but it's not feasible, damn it. Rah. That's now with the fishing, do they not automatically haul or catch? Fishing. Minimum population 170. Do you have X? Okay, so alright, so that'll help. Oh, Martina, you failed while construction? Oh no. It's fine, Martina. It's okay, we still love you. Still a very good pawn. Oh, there's that rabbit raccoon. Go ahead and get that hauled in. Our warg has food. Epsilon, you are slacking on the cleaning, my dude. That's okay. We've got Ka as soon as she gets turned. As a matter of fact, I think I'm going to do something we haven't done in a bit. Let's take a look. That's an orbital scanner. That's fine. Got 5 days for the hunt for Timothy. Let's see. Interesting. The molten hot donut didn't catch the paper plate on fire. Dude, just seconds. Just 15 seconds, 25 seconds for bread. Done. Bonus points if you can wrap it up in a slightly damp paper towel. Alright, so I'm going to look and see what else we got steel-wise. That's supply steel. We're mining the uranium there. We have steel here and way the fuck out here. That steel way the fuck out there may be the only one that we can reach with power. No power there yet. We will eventually have power there. How am I doing on steel? 4,900. So not great, but not horrible either. Okay, so I've got them doing that. I'm going to go ahead and start planning out the storage and get the bedrooms situated. So Chris and Moss should be waking up shortly. And then eventually we'll floor all this in very simple concrete. So that way we don't have a problem later. Right now for the outside walls, we're going to go ahead and do the same thing that we did at the menagerie. We're going to go ahead and put down limestone for the moment. It's a very, very low impact rock. But I definitely don't want to make it out of wood because it'll catch on fire. And I definitely don't want to make it out of steel because it'll catch on fire. So limestone is our only option at the moment. And I don't want to waste our marble. So we're going to go ahead and get the outer wall done. Structure. Let's go. Nope. I don't want to do that yet. I've got to get this stuff done first. Sand. Sand, baby. How many spots do you have? You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You got 5 mech spots left. I at least need a clean sweeper, and I'd like at least a clean sweeper. So let's go ahead and get us a little bit of mech area down. We won't be here long enough for the map to go polluted. We'll just ship that out and make it somebody else's problem. And one clean sweeper shouldn't be a problem anyway. Alright, let's go. Biotech. We need a mech recharger, which we definitely have enough power for. Make sure there's plenty of room there. We're going to go with a very small mech gestator, which we're going to put right there. I can't do a waste pack atomizer because of that, but we can make an exterior. This would be a good time. A Pollux tree would be good. I don't know how many toxic waste. Oh, I've got 6 on here. Hell yeah. Let's oh, hold on a second. Es very importante. I didn't realize we had another one. I just caught my eyeball. Mad Muffalo. Do you have to worry? No, it'll get caught in the traps. We do not have to worry about a singular Mad Muffalo. No, we don't. Well, it's more than one. Wildlife, that's a few. They should get stuck in our traps, though. Yeah. Okay. Didn't realize we had 6 on this map. Do we have another one? Oh, I want to select the geothermal, select similar things on maps, just 6. Evidently, when I searched them the first time, I didn't actually pay attention to what the count was. Bad Lulu. Alright, it looks like my couple is out of the way, so we're going to deconstruct that. We're going to install the masterwork bed. No, we're just going to do one of those. So, Moss, can you please... Excuse me. Not bad manners, it's just my tummy. Alright, nope. Install... Alright, and then for comfort items, we're just going to go ahead and do wooden dressers and end tables. But I do want my best constructor on it. So who's my best constructor? Zoya is my best constructor. Zoya is asleep. Let's see, who's my best constructor that's awake? Skills. Lando. Lando's still awake. Lando, you're building bridges. I appreciate that, baby, but let's get this done first. Okay, I want the prison to be down here. I want to put everybody else in the barracks, so let's go ahead and fix that. We're going to set that for prisoners. We're going to set these for colonists. Confirm. All right, we need a small little table. Just a weedy beady one. Go ahead and give them a good dining chair. And then we'll give them a good bed later. Evans. Never dewardinate. There we go. Alright, Lando's already got those fixed. He's going back out there, but I want him to work on this and this. And then I need somebody over here with Word of Trust. So we'll have to take a look and see who's got that and see if we can't get them over here to get that housemaid up and running pretty quickly. These Storm Bros can live. They're perfectly fine. But just look how fucking gorgeous this space is. I did this. This came out of my brain, guys. It's gorgeous. Just beautiful. Martina, that is the second time you have failed by building bridges, baby. Bio. You're at a 7, honey. You should be able to knock those out no problem. Okay, so Ka's got her room. We want to make sure that everybody is on Warden. Everybody is on Warden. Alright, so we want to go ahead and take our couples. I'm going to set this for Chris and Moss. We're going to go ahead and put our hushy boy down here. It's just a little hush. We'll go ahead and deconstruct that. We're going to have Zan deconstruct. Oh, he's not. Yep. Binks is drinking her tea. And this will be another excellent bed. And we'll have to put Zan in the masterwork and give him a little bit more of a bed. Alright, so we're going to build copies of that there and this here. And we're going to get Zoya to get on that ASAP. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. We're right at 2 hours and 11 minutes, so we got probably about a good 49 minutes left to go for stream. I know. It's all like, well, Zia, you're only doing 3 hours. I know. There's a good reason why I'm only doing 3 hours. It hits better. People watch it more. And right now I am trying to bust my ass to find a job. So I do my job hunts in the morning. I also do them between streams. But my backup funds are not going to last forever. And I'm starting to get a little bit worried. Not anxious. The anxiety part of that is absolutely fucking phenomenal. Thank you, doctors. But just a little, I'm getting bored. I don't like sitting on my ass all day. I need something to do. I is good worker. Somebody needs to hire me. I is good worker. I work hard. I don't call out unless I'm dead. I pay attention. I do good work. It's Florida's slow season though, so I'll find something. Dang it. Alright. I can work on that generator. So all in all, it's going slow. I've got this slated for another 7 years. It's not going to take us 7 years to finish this, but there are some other things that I really want to do that spit snickly, which will probably fill in the rest of that time. Like go in and, get Masterworks and Legendaries on everybody's bedding. There are a couple rooms that I want to redesign and just make sure that the flow is a little bit better. Hey, buddy. What's up, Abiris? Hey, are you tired of laying down on the bed being all snuggly? Yep. I want to try to get a lot of the really good artwork in bedrooms. I think right now I just have good or better. I really want those to be masterworks or legendaries. I want to make sure all of my mole holes are painted and done. So I'm thinking another 2 years on this. So probably by 55, we'll actually launch the... Thank you, kitty. I don't know why they insist on standing on my laptop. They do. Alright, so we're going to change up salons. We're going to put him on Hall 2 Clean 1. And we really need a mech. Biotech, we've got to do a subcore encoder. Do that right there. Make sure that nothing's touching. Martina is not a good. Zoya, though, is perfect. Would you dump that, please? Bijou. Seriously, buddy. I cannot hold you like a baby the entire time that I am playing my video games. But the next series is actually going to be pretty fucking cool. And it'll probably last longer than 100 years. So let me get out my notes for that. Me and Cases was talking the other morning while I was hanging out in the stream, and we came up with, was originally his idea, but I just expanded on it. So it's going to be World Harvester. Brochacho suggested I do a Borg run, which is fucking amazing, because we'll start out with one. You started out with one in the orbital base, which is going to be hard as fuck, which I don't mind, but we'll start out with one. We'll get him up to mech level, completely Borg him out, mech everything that we can mech, and then they will start as the Schritz League. It's a raid, not a siege, but the Schritz League is getting on my last nerve. They have been continuously poking me, and so let's see where they're going to go. Are you guys here? Vasharith. Let's see what your bio is at. Underground, Jealous, and Ironwilled. That jealous trait is an immediate no. Zan, let's go take your guys out for a stroll. Just a little bit of one. Now we're going to put you to work, because you guys should automatically go, and that jealous trait? Nope. Not having it. Beautiful. Alright, so I do have some burial grounds over here. I do. We don't have an organic burial option over here, so I do have to make a graveyard, which is fine. Zan, I would like for you to finish them off. We'll put your guys back to escort. Oh, you brought us a little bit of stuff. That's lovely. Alright, so we're going to pull you back. We'll put your guys there. We're going to have you guys... can't hold them until that's made, and that's going to take a hot minute. So now that you're there, let's put you guys on Dormant Self-Recharge. Undraft Sand, who did a fantastic job. Alright, so this one is going to be for Lando and Binks. Captain is single. He goes in here. Martina is single. She'll go in here. Brienne is still single. She'll go in here. Zoya is single. She'll go in here. Zan gets his own bedroom, which I'm probably going to expand a little bit. Let's get that deconstructed, Let's give him a little bit of a bigger room. As a matter of fact, since it's for you, and then he'll get the masterwork bed, and we'll probably try to throw in that a jade night table. Go ahead and deconstruct that as well, Binks. Please, please, please. 4s. Marble tile. And a marble tile. Moss. So to get back, so it's going to be a Borg run. And we're going to assimilate an entire planet. It's going to be a full-size planet. I'm not going to puss out and do a small or medium-sized planet. No. 100% full coverage. That gives me about 1.4 million tiles. Of that 1.4 million, only 70% of that is going to be landmass. So let's do some mathums, everybody. On-stream mathums. Yes. 1.4 million. All right, divided by, not divided, it's times 70%, which will give me about 980,000 tiles to basically roll over. No one is safe. No one is safe. No one at all. The chosen few get to become part of our orbital colony. Everyone else either gets processed for parts or sold. Minus the few of my housemates that I'm going to keep with the same ratios because it just fucking works. Why change it if it works? Every map tile. Every single one. Every map tile. So we go in and completely strip mine it. So that means taking everything. Pulling up all the trees, harvesting all the crops that are there, killing all the animals on the tile. Animals will continuously respawn, so that's going to be something that we have to be on like 100% of the time. If there are people on there, they have to be captured or murdered. Technically put out of their misery. There we go. Any pawns that are on that tile have to be captured or murdered. Let's see, what else? Everything counts but stone. There is no way to process all that stone. So if it's an ore, it gets mined, processed, and sent upstairs. Plants get processed, pulled up, and sent upstairs. I'm not sure what you can do with pulled plants. Let's take a look. Let's see. Extract a tree. Let's see what we can do with extracted trees. I don't know what we can't do. Not assigned to plant cutting. That's Zoya. Let's see what we can do with that. Alright, so we harvest all the trees except, you know, a couple of few, and then we'll put them in the space thing. So, good to know. Replant. We'll just replant that right there. It could probably be burnt for fuel too, but I think cutting them down will be better. And just a complete bear. If there are mountains, we have to dig in. We have to strip mine the mountains, get all of the things, and then we've got to get them back to our ship. Captain, can I bug you to go ahead and build me some of those? Take a look at that quest. 3 days. We're going to go accept for that because that takes like 50 days to expire. So I don't want to lose that. That's a fuel cell. The only base that we're going to have is the orbital base. Only specific people get to join. I may have the 10 colonist limit again. I can only add up to 10 people. I may do that again. That's not a bad idea. We don't have to worry about power because the orbital bases come equipped with an infinite power supply, so we don't have to worry about none of that. Yeah. And then to close the tile out, we will launch the ship, which destroys the tile. So we're going to do a Borg-style planet annihilation run, which is going to be fucking epic. And it also may last longer than anything else that I've done so far. So we're not going to start that until after the 100 year, and then there may be some more DLCs that'll help that or hurt that. I could also turn my people into cannibals, and we can process the people for their meat and their leather and their organs, which isn't a bad idea. Cannibal Space Borg Colony. I love it. That's not going to be the title of it, but that is going to be what it is. So not bad. Not bad at all. But that also means that nobody's safe. Nobody. Not whatever the Broken Dominion, not whatever the royalty line is. Nothing is safe. Nothing is. The only ones that I can't kill are the Merchant Coalition, and they're going to be my only trading partners. Ooh, I'm actually really excited about that. That is gonna be a fucking run. I tell you what, that's gonna be an excellent run. Complex enough to keep my attention. It may break my personal best record, and it's always going to be a different tile because we'll have to launch and jump and launch and jump and launch and jump. And we may have to have multiple orbit colonies too, because have one work one side of the orbit and then go work the other side of the orbit. Oh, it's so interesting. I can't wait. I can't wait. That's going to take some planning and all of the infrastructure. I just can't wait. All right, so it looks like that froze over, so we're going to need to, is it torches? I think it's torches. Oh, we can't put torches there yet. Okay, one there. Because it looks like a lot of that's been frozen over. Let's fix that if we can. And we have plenty of wood on this map, so I'm not worried about wasting torches at all. I don't know if that does help when the ambient temperature is too low, but we are getting into our fall area. Not sure if that's going to work or not. We're going to try. Worst case scenario, we wait till spring to do the wall. Alright, so that one is going to be set for Zan. Alright, and we want a jade and table. 30 is not enough. I have jade. We just got jade from this guy. And we also want him hauled urgently. So Captain, all that, and then Lando, you're on burial duty. And then we'll get that bow hauled in too, because we can probably sell it for a little bit of money. But it's just one of these things that I'm just so excited. We're already, the Empire only lasted 35 years. And with the Empire, I learned a lot of really good lessons really quickly. It's not only has it made me a better Rimworld player, but it's also helped me realize what's actually, important and what areas I need to improve on. One, my combat. My combat always needs improvement for sure. But I have pretty much narrowed my base building down to something that I'm extremely proud of. All right, let's go ahead and get that done on Ka. I want to begin a conversion ritual. So that means Wicked and GK need to come over here for a little bit. That's fine. We'll send these guys. No, I don't want to do it like that. Let's do a proper, convoy. Jump to location, form caravan, send you guys out, accept. Oh, cancel that. Form caravan, there. 1.3 days, okay. Let's go by name. Wicked, GK, Kaz, and Soren. Alright. Items. I have a Pollux tree. Let's try that out. I haven't had a chance to yet, and I know I've got one in here somewhere. There it is, Pollux seed. We're going to take that. I wanted a word of trust. I don't have a word of trust. Oh no. Okay. I don't have a word of trust. All right, good to know. I need to grab one of those. I'm not taking anything else. Wanted to try for the word of trust, but it looks like we don't have one. Yeah, I don't think I need to take anything else. I think we're okay. Yeah. I just want the Pollux seed. Confirm. Okay. We'll zoom in and wait for them to get started on that. Pilgrims have arrived. Look at the record of the Emperor's Empire 35, which is funny because I was just talking about that. Moss was our first baby. She was the embryo we brought over from our first run. And there will be a way that we can tie all three series together, I'm sure. I just need to think about how we're gonna tie it together. Maybe it'll be our final baby born on this world will be the pawn we take into our next series. That is an idea. That's actually a pretty good idea. Oh, no. Kitty, I want to knock over everything up there, bud. But like year 55, because I can't see me needing to do anything else past year 5 to get everything ready. We're already getting plastil and uranium. We just need some gold. I've got plenty of people working. We got the food done up. All right, so we're going to go there. We're going to go forest skip with Soren. And we're going to take them down to the ship launch site, which is right down here. All right, beautiful. All right, you guys will undraft. And then Wicked, I want you to begin conversion ritual. Begin. I don't mind that this is going to be a little bit of a rough one. But I also think I have word of trust on GK as well. So we'll see how that goes. It's small, it's shitty, but alright, they're unloading inventory. I'm going to plant the Pollux tree. And we're going to put it probably down here would be our best bet. Alright, so how did that do? It's a terrible conversion ritual on Ka. That's fine. Social, they got a little bit up. So let me see. Word of trust. social. Prisoner. Alright, that dropped their resistance down to 0. Alright, that'll work. And then we've got these 3. We're going to go ahead and just drag these guys here. And just send them on their way. Zoya, you are not part of that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, then we're going to use their Farscape to get us all the way back to Tasty Mountain Home. And there they go. Beautiful. Let's see where they landed. Get undrafted. Okay, let's go back here and see what else we can get into. We got the bridges being built. I would like you to work on those torches for just a little bit. And then, so we've got the wall outline. We've got the pollock seed down, which is where we're going to put our toxic waste packs. They'll dissolve. The tree will reprocess them. The bags will pop up. They'll redissolve. The tree will reprocess them. I'm thinking the more trees we have, the better. And the more they overlap, the better they work. But I don't know that for sure. I've never used those trees. Nope, 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 nope. And then I gotta remember to sit out something for supper, even though we have a fuck ton of leftovers though. Nothing can beat steaks though. And those collars got fucking demolished, man. And we got a torrential rain, which we absolutely don't have to worry about. But we do have to worry about our tattered clothing. I've got people set to locked, and I don't have any more of the suits being made because we don't have the stuff for them. Don't have any gold, don't have anything else. So what I'm going to do is that we're going to go ahead and do some... Let's get some wooden chairs. Here and here and here and here. I'm going to do one... Oh, I think I've already got chairs there. Yep. Alright, that's done. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and do one time. Bills. Just a clean sweeper. You only have one guy, and that needs to be canceled because that's not where they stand. Furniture. One chair there and there. Okay. And they'll be in one area. These also have to be filled in. I've got most of my guys working on that. And that's why Ka and them, and then we can let Epsilon and Ka run around, I think. Epsilon, are you Housemates version 1, so you don't have where you can implant your xenogerm. Sad panda. And what I think I'm going to have to do, I think I'm going to have to make a very small crypt cell real quick. Oh, more manhunting torches high. That's perfectly fine. I think we'll have to do a coffin cell. I didn't think a coffin cell would be necessary, but we are having issues with her turning. So we're going to move that there. I'm going to do a small coffin cell, very quick. Just 3 wide and a door, and then we'll take it down as soon as she's turned. Yeah, she's only losing one bit of certainty at a time, so we got to fix that. All right, so let's go with structure. We'll make that out of wood, just that way I know we can take it down. Wooden door. And then we'll go. Let Lando work on that. Alright, Evans, that's not where I want you to sleep, baby. Alright, then we're going to do a very quick little furniture. And we're going to put that for prisoners. We're going to set that for medical. We're going to have Lando take her to bed. And she's in the dark. So what we're going to do is that, can we make a bionic eye? Let's see. Details. I need 15 plasteel. I don't think I have 15 plasteel. Pretty sure I do not. Also, why is it taking so long for them turtles to die? Oh, Ubon's out there getting them. Get him, Ubon. Get him, smack him the fuck up. Alright, select similar things, invisible area. Finish those off. Visible, nope. Select things, invisible area. There. Area, all urgently. And we'll put that one to finish that one off. And that one too. And get a little bit of extra meat. Which doesn't hurt matters. I just wanted to make sure I didn't have a hunt order out on anything on this side of that mech cluster. I'll take care of it. It's just going to take me a little bit. Right now it's not hurting anything. It can help defend the base. When it goes active, we'll worry about it. But right now it's sleeping. Appears to be sleeping through the whole day. Deconstruct that one there. And animers, we have elephants. Let's go ahead and take care of the elephants. And the dromedaries, because we don't need no dromedaries. The tortoise can stay. The cat and husky can stay. Everything else needs to go. Alright, we also need a floor for that. Get all these deconstructed. And then I don't think we have any plasteel. That's going to be the holdup. But I know we had plasteel somewhere to mine out. There it is. Let's go. Production. Let's do a deep drill. Super quick. Will you reach? You will just reach there. Alright, so soya. Let's see. So, what is... Bro Chacho, was that you? Okay. It sounded like a howl for a minute there. I was like, well, wait a minute. We don't have no doggos to howl. Alright. So, Zolia's working on that. And then, we've got a couple other mines out here, but that one's going to be the most important. I want her to see that she's in the darkness. And Zoe's my best crafter too. So, alright, let's see who's on mining. Hush can mine. He's at an 18. Let's put him to mining just for a little bit. Captain can mine once everything's done. Martina is only at a 1. That won't help. Let's go ahead and take Martina off of construction too. So she'll hunt, cook, and handle. Alright, that's good. Everybody else is good on construction, is really good on construction. I just, this guy's got to be turned, and I really want them to be able to see, because I want that to go down. And to do that, they need to be able to see. We have everything else we need for that except a little bit of plasteel, and Martina's already working on that. And at 7 p.m., Chris should be able to get on that as soon as possible. Prioritize the deep drill, baby. Martina's got that. Martina, I don't want you doing that. Go have you a tea. You're a teetotaler. You won't have tea. Shoot. Nothing needs to be cleaned. Dang it. Let's draft you out of the way. Chris. Deep drill. Martina. Undraft. Good work. Chris. Shouldn't even be constructing. Did I pick captain? I picked captain. I picked captain like a dumbass. Alright. Crystal. There you go. Martina can go back and drill. So Martina, you can undraft. Alright, Chris, do your magic, baby. I need 17 bits of plasteel, pumpkin. Just 17. You just woke up. Can you get me 17 bits of plasteel in 10 minutes? Let's see. So good. Oh my. He might be able to do more than 18 bits. Let's see. That was fast. 12. Okay. So I want to haul that urgently. And we'll just... Oh, no. I want you to drill. Work. Why is he said on haul urgently? He's not supposed to be. You are not on haul urgently, baby. 12 bits. And then we'll, like, you know, he can go and do something else from then on, but that plasteel is going to come in really handy. And then Zoya's already down for the nights, and so it's hush. So I think I need my best night babies, which is, let's take a look. Go ahead and haul that urgently as well. Let's take a look at our work schedule, see who's the best smithing. Alright, hush, Zoya, Zan, Orlando, Bree. Schedule. Zan is a night baby. Lovely. Alright, Zan, I want you to start missing my next class, so we're getting it. Moss is hauling it. And then I want you to work on that smithing. Beautiful. Alright, Zan, you're on the eye. Alright, let's see how fast this is going. They may be able to make that in a night, but I doubt it. Maybe 2 runs on that. Moss, I would like for you to prioritize refueling these, or we're not going to have any power. And then we need to get this walled in and the power run to it. So let's go structure. Limestone walls. Again, not the best, but you work with what you got. Ka's gone berserk. Alright, power. Hidden conduit. There. Binks is up. Moss is up too. Evans is also up. And she'll take care of this real quick. Well, they took care of it real quick, and now we don't have to worry about, I hate that. It would have been a good pawn. Oh, well. This will probably need a bionic eye. Oh, that's right. That's probably not done. Go ahead and work on that. And it does look like the torches did help that not get unfrozen. So let's go ahead and place a couple more down. So we have plenty of wood to go around. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I think that down here is frozen too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's go ahead and make sure that those can't refreeze. Push. I'm working on all those. Put a decon order on those, which will take a minute. And that looks like we got about 10 more minutes. And then I'm definitely gonna nap. I totally need a nap today. When we get back tomorrow, we're going to finish the rest of the bedrooms. We're going to get some artwork started. We're going to put down some more mining bits. We're probably going to put down another ground penetrating scanner. And then we're going to start working on our outer wall. And yeah, it's good. Looks like all the things. Now, let's see. Do you want to go ahead and get Twitch up on my computer so that way we can go see if we can't raid anybody today? That would be nice. Me, channel, go ahead and... Alright, good. So we don't have any of that stuff there. Intended for certain audiences. I'm really glad they keep that on there. I want to make sure that we read. Alright. I could have sworn you could stream manager from the Twitch. Huh. That's so weird. Okay, we'll just have to do it from my phone. Channel. Just make sure that's muted. It is. Okay. Let's go back to game. I'm probably doing something wrong. 9 times out of 10, that's exactly what's happening. I'm doing something wrong. Oh, we got a lot of stuff done. We noticed a pending disaster and we absolutely fixed that. So everything in here should be going back perfectly to the way it's supposed to go. I also want to up my chem fuel ante here. I want to have 10,000 units. So that way that won't happen again, or if it does, I'll have enough time to take a look and see what the hell went wrong with it. Delta has some hypothermia, which means that we need to get her a poncho. And we make sure that everybody's scheduled to unrestricted, which they are. Okay, so let's see, we have a poncho. Not a poncho, parka. No, we're not making adult parkas down here. We need to be. Let's fix that, shall we? Bills. Make parka. D2, you have one. Details. Higher than 70. And Bun should be able to make that real quick. It's also time to clean out our art storage as well, and we'll be doing that very shortly. Matter of fact, I can go ahead and do that now. Let's go into stockpile, go items. Let's do it by name. Alright, so here we go. Granite. Marble. That's going to take them forever and a day to get that all done up, but that's perfectly fine. Down there. Let's see. Nope, that's all of it. Go ahead and accept that. So they'll be running those for a bit. And it looks like the interior is still nice and clean. We got to worry about this exterior out here, but now that those are shut, it's just a matter of me coming in here and doing a little bit of micromanaging, not much. Let's see how the temperature is here. This is indoors at 30. This one is indoors at -1, and this one is 1 to 0. That's what I want to make sure that we keep frozen, is this area up here. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right, let's check on our other. This is our Underdark. Looks like it's going well. Yep, plenty of food. We're getting dyes made. You also need another round of Psychite tea. Alright, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Is that exotic goods trader here? Nope, then we won't worry about it. When we get our art back up, we will do a quick trade next time with everybody, just to make sure that, you know, we get all the good things. And then let's go ahead and get some more torches down, just because I really don't want that all to freeze over again. And wood, we have an abundant quality and amount. Abundance. There we go. I knew one of those was right. And then we're also on the hunt for another, we got to get another housemaid for over here. All right, let's take a look. Let's see who we're going to go raid. See if there's anybody we can raid. Let's go here. Raid on my channel. And it doesn't look like there is anybody that I can raid, unfortunately. So no raids today. We had a raid earlier today, and I was super happy. DJ Crumble 21 swooped in with a crew of 5 just to hang out, and they didn't say anything, but I gave them a good base tour. So animal starvation on my mega scarabs. You guys are not starving. There's food. Mega scarabs. Food. Vegetables, raw meat, corpses, seeds, animal products, meat, processed foods, liquor, and kibble. I guess I can expand that zone a little bit. What was it? Build again nemesises. Alright. You guys can have that area to that area. And then you guys can go through here and have access to this side of the food. There you go. A little bit more area for you. Bun, did you finish that parka? guys. All right, so that goes to Delta. And go ahead and put that on. I don't want you to get hurt down here. She is a very special housemaid. She gets all the privileges because she tamed our Alpha Thrumbo in one go. Singular. One. She gets all the goodies. And on that note, that is it. We're at hour 3. I love you guys so very, very much. Thank you for coming and hanging out. Tomorrow, some more Rimworld. Friday morning, probably some more Rimworld. And I love you, and we'll see you later. Everybody stay bye. Bye-bye. Love you. See ya.